Good morning, friends. Today we're doing some getting presents ready for the Christmas season. My neighbor friend brought me a poinsettia. Aren't they beautiful? He gives me one every year. Anyway, this is jalapeno jelly that I made during the summer, during the height of your jalapeno season. And this makes a great Christmas present in December when Christmas comes around. You take your jalapeno jelly, cut out some Christmas material, put around the top, put a ribbon on it, and you're good to go to give somebody for presents, and it tastes great. So the recipe came from my sister, and she always has these wonderful recipes, and she raises her own jalapenos during the summer, and so she gave me some as well as this recipe. So I'm going to give it to you. First thing, anytime you're dealing with jalapenos, always wear gloves or you're going to be very sorry that you didn't, because jalapenos are hot, you know, and no matter what you touch after that, if you don't have gloves on, whether it's your eyes, your face, it's going to be burning and stinging. So always wear gloves. First thing you want to do is take your jalapenos, wash them, cut the ends off of them, put them in a food processor to chop them up. So the actual recipe is 2/3 cup chopped jalapenos with the seeds, because the seeds is what gives them the heat. 2.5 cups bottled apple juice. 1/4 cup apple cider vinegar. 1 to 2 drops green food coloring, which just makes the color a little prettier. 5.5 cups of sugar, which you're going to set aside. 1 box of sure gel, and this will make about 7 cups, which is about 6 or 7 of these little jars. And then you want 1/2 teaspoon of butter to reduce foaming. And so you're going to mix the sure gel and everything except the sugar. And you know, we've measured that sugar out separately, and we're going to add it later. So we're going to bring the mixture to a full rolling boil, and a full rolling boil is a boil that while you're stirring it cannot be stirred down. And while you're making this jelly, you do not want to leave it. You want to stay there, continue stirring, don't walk away from it. So bring it to that full rolling boil, and then on high heat, stirring constantly, and then you're going to add your sugar, and then return it back to the full rolling boil again, stirring constantly, and you boil it exactly 1 minute. That's what my sister says, exactly 1 minute. Then you remove it from the heat, skim off any foam with a metal spoon, and then ladle it into your jars, which have already been, you know, cleaned, washed, heated. And then I also take my flats, and I boil them for a few minutes so they're ready to go. Have you a clean wash rag, and you wipe the rims of your jars off so that you're ready to pop those lids on. Everything's clean. Cover it with your 2-piece lids, and then you get a water bath canner, which is the old black speckled deep pans that your grandma used. They're called water bath canners. Anyway, you put these in the canner. You're going to cover them with water, just enough to cover them, and then you're going to boil that for 5 to 10 minutes. Then you're going to remove these jars, place them on a towel on your counter, and then let them sit for 24 hours. And you'll hear them start to ping as they seal. And anyway, if any of them do not seal, put them in your refrigerator and use them. But I don't ever have any trouble with them not sealing. So after you have your jars, I put mine in the pantry, you know, and then when Christmas time comes around, I dig them out, decorate them, and give them for presents. Makes a beautiful present. Or just fix you a centerpiece on your table with your jalapeno jelly. I also make up little bags, peanut clusters, but that's for another day. But anyway, and I make great gifts to give to friends and neighbors and family. So have a Merry Christmas, everyone.